What's up guys, my name is Ben here from Beat-Sonic USA, and today we have a 2024 Toyota Tacoma without JBL with a larger screen. And this customer already has our ENA-3T3 amplifier already installed, and today he wants to install a subwoofer. So we're gonna go ahead and help him out with that. And this is pretty much like a 8-inch compact subwoofer. This actually does not fit underneath either driver or passenger seat. So we're gonna put it right behind the passenger rear seats. All right, and this customer already kind of helped us out. He pre-wired everything else already. So he has RCAs running from the back of our amplifier all the way down here, as well as a blue remote wire. But since we are going to be extending it all the way back here, and this is pretty much where the subwoofer is going to be, right back here, we're going to need to run some new cables. So unfortunately, I will have to undo some of his work, but that's all right. We're going to go ahead and extend the remote and the RCA cables right back here. Eric's going to help us out and draw some power from the battery and ground it, and hopefully we'll have a very satisfied customer. So let's get started. Alrighty guys, so I am removing the head unit because the customer's RCA cables just aren't long enough. So we will need to remove the RCA cables and run longer RCA cables. And that's it. Plus it gives me a chance to double check this customer's amplifier installation, so why not? I'm sure it works and everything, but it's always nice to see how everybody mounts their amplifier and see what their gain settings are at. Alright, head unit's ready to be removed. Let's check it out. And if you guys want to know how to install our amplifier with RCA outputs, there's plenty of videos on our channel already. Oh, look at that. The customer has it straight right back, right in here. It's just straight right back here. Beautiful. Put some foam tape around it too, and all we need is just the RCAs. So let's go ahead and remove that, undo this, and from here, we'll install a new set of RCA cables. And I will just go ahead and pull this out.
I know, but I'm giving you advice that long.
I know you guys don't have a good angle, but all I'm doing, I just took out the RCA right behind here, okay? So this is the shorter one. This is a longer one that we're doing. All right, here we go. All right, almost there. There it is.
You need help?
Oh, I got it. Okay.
It'd be a real shame if someone just closed the door. Huh?
For real. That's it, guys. Now I have it on this side. Now my job's done. I'll leave it over to Eric Park.
All right, right here, behind this like white thingy, if you stick your hand above the foam, you'll feel like a little opening and you'll feel like the rubber grommet in there. That's where we're gonna be going through. You can't mistake it. It feels just like this, but softer. Okay, maybe that's what I would recommend. Taking off that panel so you could actually go in at a straight angle. Now I'm gonna poke it. And then when you feel like it's straight through, you just check the other side. Then do the same trick as last time. Oh, can you tear electric tape with your hands? So you wrap that bad boy around there, and then when you pull it back, it should come up with everything. And then you pull very slowly. Oh, first time.
Oh yeah?
First try, baby.
Nice.
Gosh, I should major in grommet fitting or grommet pulling. How do you call that? Okay, and this is gonna go right here. You just unscrew this thing, you put this thing up in there, just like that, little ring terminal. Give it a little bit of extra slack, not too much. And this right here, actually pull it on it a little bit extra because we need to connect that. This thing, Crutchfield. Wow, Crutchfield makes theirs so pretty. So basically what this does, this looks cool, huh? You put one end of the wire here, and then you tighten it on it. You put the other end there, tighten it on it. It's self-insulating, clips right on. You probably put some double-sided tape right there. It would go right in between like this. So you can do snip and then connect. That way, when you plug it into the battery, let's say you overload it, this pops before the battery pops. And when you disconnect the source of power, you can just replace that instead of replacing whatever else. Good job, Crutchfield. Maybe right about here. Perfect. Then you get your Allen wrench. All right, you give it a little twist, give it a little push, and then when you tighten it, look at that. Wow. Get a little dust out, give it a little twist, and you loosen this one. All right. Then you put this in the hole all the way. Then you make it tight. Tighten the hole, keep it inserted, and it will tighten. Look at that. Typically you want to mount it somewhere where it won't be in the way, but it looks nice and it looks cool. You don't want to do it on the main battery because that's something that will be replaced over time. Okay, so I will most likely do it to the side. No, that might be too. Right here. I'll run it around. I'll put it right here, part of the fuse box. I'll clean that up. I'll stick this bad boy right here, and then this could touch right here. Maybe I'll come around like this and do it right there. Probably is the cleanest, keep things out of the way. He could take his battery in and out. It won't be too close to the engine, just in case, even though that's not really a problem. Now, fix the remote wire. Oh, I see what happened.
All right.
Male side. Where's the extra remote wires right here. I was looking for it so I could reconnect it. Here came off. So, you get this. For small wires, it might look like it's too small for this, but when you grab it and you put it slightly at an angle and then you just pull it, it comes right off. Then you twist it. And then I'll make it a little bit thicker, so I'll do a little tri-fold. Then shove that bad boy in there, and then right there, crimp it. And then, since Ben is back here already, you get the male side and the female side, and then you just give it a nice little, right? And you give it a little test. It should be good to go. All right. Now I'll wait for this, power wire, everything. It's all gonna route at the same time. Make it easy for Ben. He went underneath. And then you just tuck it in. These panels, they're not gonna break. Don't yank on them, but you could just flex them a little bit to get your wires and everything underneath. And you pull it, and there you go. And then if you look at that side, then keep all those in there. Oh, here it is, zip tied this. Oh, you're ready for everything.
Yeah, I got you, dude.
All right. In that case,
Teamwork.
teamwork makes the dream work. And this Toyota Good job, Toyota. They give you this. So push, 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 and then wiggle.
Oh, nice. And then just break it off right there at that,
Oh, wait a second.
Oh, that's good enough, no? Yeah, you can see it there.
Hold on, where's the... All right, I'm gonna lift this bad boy up. Oh,
You got it. Huzzah.
I am so proud. All right, from right here, there's the gap right here. I'm just getting it routed for now because this is the hard part. Here's the male and female side. You just grab some electric tape. If you grab any other tape that's not electric on electric things, it might not work out so well for you. So electric tape is very inexpensive to have, right? So you give it a nice little this, and you lift this bad boy, pull it all the way through because you can. Okay. Crutchfield gave us zip ties. I'm gonna use them. Thank you, Crutchfield. And then for tightening, easiest way I learned is just go back and forth. Don't try to make it too fancy. See, back and forth, back and forth. Look at that. Then, right here, let me show you. Here is this. See that thing? I am going to grab these two and this power wire and I'm going to zip tie it. That way it opens. This right here.
Uh-huh.
Open.
Opening.
Close.
Closing.
All right, you should be able to pull all of it.
Pull. Pulling, pulling.
I'll guide you.
Pulling, pulling, pulling. Pulling, pulling, pulling.
Yep. Okay, how much more do you need? Is that enough slack?
That's way.
That's
yeah,
way?
You know, it's kind of be like this, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, look at this. You see this harness right here? You see this harness right here? I doubt they're gonna ever remove that. So we could just do the wrapping of that. Tie it around like this, give it a nice good wrap. And you tuck it here, tuck it from the bottom, pull from the sides, get it all even, even though they're not gonna see it. And then you just, so you get your two zip ties. All right, and then this right here, you connect it to this harness. And then you give it a little snip snip. All right, and then you put it back. So this, you can just push it against here, let that part pop off, wiggle that thing in there. Let me plug everything else in. Give it a nice twist. Screwdriver. You need a Phillips head screwdriver to loosen and tighten it. So this gets inserted in there. I like to shove it in there because you don't want any exposed wires coming out. And when this tightens, it all tightens up in a little bunch. You want it tight, but you don't want to make it too tight. Perfect. And then remote. I'm gonna make this one a little bit longer because the screw and the hole is all the same size, but this is a thinner wire. So we're gonna twist it up and we're gonna curl it 3 times. And then I'm just gonna pinch it down one more time to give it the same bulkiness as the other one. Then you give it a little loosening, and it says REM for REM. That means remote. And then make sure it's contacting the wire. Okay, let me run the ground wire. You give it a nice little twist. This follows the same rules. Let me route the cable first. Untighten, untighten, untighten. Same concept. You just shove it in there, tighten it on there. When you're tighten it straight down. Apply pressure straight down. You do it sideways, you're gonna strip that and you can't take it off. When you're doing this again, don't cut the wires. And then RCA 1, RCA 2, and I might just zip tie this whole thing right there. It's actually more secure. That is it for the connections to the sub. Of course, if we need to check something, we'll check something. Everything's maxed out, by the way, if you're gonna test it. So, now that that's clean, you guys approve, FDA approved, we'll put this back up. And then, find the ground wire, and we go underneath, and then you take this bad boy off, probably all the way up, because you need to secure this on the bottom there. Memorize how it goes. Right, see that right there? And you just want to wedge this bad boy in there. Right there. You share that negative right there. You just want to put your ring terminal on top. Make sure that you guide it in the hole. You could hand tighten it first just to make sure that you're not cross threading or any of that stuff that makes you destroy these. Get this bad boy in here. And then you start tightening. Factory speaker wires we're grounding it to. So if they're good for the speakers, they're good for us. And then, right there, all right, this is the positive part where the electricity comes out. So if you touch it and get electrocuted, just remember, you have 9 lives. So use your hand first.
Also guys, if you guys don't have them by now, make sure you get magnetic sockets, okay? Because otherwise, if you lose this somewhere in there, good luck finding it, okay?
All right, and then after you wipe it down, you bring those down there. Put that wire down there. All right, once it's dry, then you press it against the fuse. Then you bring this bad boy down here. You tuck this bad boy down there. And look at that, clean install. You never knew it was there. Then this tuck down, close it like that. It's supposed to have a blue light, right?
Yes.
It's working.
It's working?
Yeah. I like this though. Yeah, it sounds really nice.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Oh yeah, it sounds so much good, better, dude. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is good. This is really good sound.
We just finished the installation on this 2024 Toyota Tacoma with a subwoofer installation along with our ENA-3T3 amplifier. The amplifier, customer already pre-installed and did the extra wiring, the extra step for us. All we had to do was just change out the RCA cables and extend the remote wire that Eric did and complete. But overall, what do you think?
I like it. You definitely need to play with it a lot, adjust it depending on how strong the sub is and the other components that you put in. But we kind of found like the perfect balance we were looking for.
Right.
It sounds actually really nice. So there's a lot of good combos coming out soon. You guys should check it out.
Definitely sounds great, and it's that easy with our ENA-3T3 amplifier, okay? It already has RCA outputs, it has a remote wire. All you gotta do is just route your power for your subwoofer, and that's it. Very, very easy. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below, and make sure you guys give us a thumbs up. Please hit the subscribe button if you guys haven't, and we'll see you guys in the next video.